All right, guys. So it is a new deadly assault. So I want to check out what the changes were. We know this one is going to for sure be conducive of running Alice since she is the newest agent. Um, but I'm curious as to what the other buffs are going to be and what our other team comps are going to be. First thing I notice, like off rip, is that there is no Pompeii here, meaning I probably won't be running my fire team for once, which I mean, I think I've been running my fire team since I started playing ZZZ on this. So this will be interesting to see what we do instead. But let's go ahead and check out what our enemy's going to be. So we have Miasmic Fiend, Unfathomable, which we remember from the last iteration. Miasmic Fiend is affected by Attribute Anomaly, takes 8% bonus anomaly damage from agents, stacking up to 6 times. And then if we get Miasmic Shield activated, it'll clear all stacks. So we got to make sure that we do actually dodge attacks. And when agents bait Miasmic Fiend's ground attack into detonating at least 5 miasma pools at once and avoid being hit by the attack and pull explosions, they will earn 1700 performance points. So we got to make sure we avoid those as well, but also properly bait those. So keep that in mind. And physical and ether weakness, this is looking like the team that they want you to run, being like Yuzuha, Alice, and Vivian. So yeah, we'll probably do that. That should be pretty good. This one, ice weakness. We love to see it. This is promoting some Miyabi abuse. Damage dealt to boss enemies by attribute anomaly is increased by 50%, which is nice. While Notorious Dead End Butcher is in ether enhanced state, the damage it takes is reduced by 15%, and the days value dealt by agents to it is reduced by 50 or 30%. Triggering disorder on Notorious Dead End Butcher immediately forces it to exit the ether enhanced state. So if we're triggering disorder, we are probably going to run Miyabi and Yanagi, just because Yanagi can force that disorder whenever she wants. And then inflicting disorder grants 200 performance points, up to a maximum of 5,000. So if we inflict disorder 25,000 or 25 times, we'll get that maximum performance bonus there. So we are definitely going to be running some Miyabi Yanagi here, and I'll probably run it with Shokaku only because I feel like that team for me is strong enough without some of my more busted support, and my Shokaku is not good or built whatsoever. So she'll get carried along with that one. I also don't play her properly, but I think it should be okay. And then here we have another ice ether weakness. Hate to see it because, like I said, that team's already reserved for slot 2, but damage dealt by boss enemies increases by 25% when a clone is destroyed or when the main body is stunned. 1 out of 5 stacks of on thin ice is inflicted on boss enemies respectively. So we got to make sure we are destroying clones and inflicting stun. So this is sounding like we definitely run a stun agent. Each stack of on thin ice decreases the damage dealt by the boss by 5% and increases the ice damage and electric damage. That's a surprise. Dealt to the boss by agents, or yeah, by agents by 10%. So you can get up to 50% damage by destroying clones and inflicting stun. Destroy at least 4 clones and then go into a stun window, and you're at full 50% damage on top of the additional damage from stun. So that's pretty juicy. Unthin ice stacks will be reset when the enemy recovers from stun. Okay, so yeah, you definitely want stun to be like your last one. Successfully destroying a dance partner grants 200 performance points. A maximum of 5,000 points can be attained. Okay. Since I don't have another ice team, or like any ice agents built aside from Miyabi, I'll probably be going with electric, meaning I'll be running like a trigger, especially if it's stunned. So I have like trigger Soldier Zero. And I'll probably run that with like Astra since I saved that support specifically. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll start with this one. Let's look at our buffs. Agent damage dealt 20%, physical damage increased by additional 20%. Okay, I'm not going to read this one anymore. That's obviously for Alice. Agent assist attacks, EX special attacks, and ultimates deal 25% more damage. Agent special attack, EX special attack, and ultimate damage increases by 30%. Okay, so this is the difference between that is this is for agents that don't use their EX special attack. So this is actually, I think, meant for Soldier Zero because her E you can is considered a special attack, not the EX. Okay, but when an agent triggers quick assist or chain attack, decibel generation rate increases by 30%, and attacks ignore 20% of enemy res for 20 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Repeated triggers reset the duration. When an EX special attack or aftershock, definitely meant for Soldier Zero, hits the enemy, the agent's crit damage increases by 30%, fire for 20 seconds, and the enemy's defense is reduced by 15%. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that then. If we're already on this one, we'll set up that team. Let's go Astra Yao, Soldier Zero trigger, and we'll run it with a plug boo, I think.
しないで。お気の毒様、どうぞもち。ハート王様のために。裾の汚れなさい。せーのでいくよ。 勝利を上となし動乱はこれに過ぎる。
All right, guys. So with all of that done, let's talk about how this felt. The elephant in the room, obviously, the game is promoting you to pull for those new characters because holy shit, that Alice Yuzuha team felt amazing. Especially for like M0, W0 on all the agents, and I'm hitting 56,000. That's the I think that's the highest score I've actually ever gotten on any Deadly Assault. So that was really fun to like record and play. And I think like even on my worst runs, where I'm like floundering and messing up like all of my stun windows and stuff, I was still hitting like 50,000 pretty consistently. I think my lowest actual score with like 3 seconds left was like 48.9K or something like that. So, yeah, really, really fun. Really good units and great team. The surprise here was the Astra Soldier Zero and Trigger team. I was not expecting them to do that well. I was genuinely just shooting for like 30,000. And then I started seeing the numbers as the time progressed, and I was like, oh, wow, this is actually really good. So hitting 46,000 without shock weakness was pretty fucking insane. So I was really, really happy with that. And then immediately balanced out by being let down by my Miyabi team. I could not run Sokaku. I do not have a mono ice team built. I do not have my Sokaku built at all. And I don't have the Sun Agent built as well. So, like, I can't do a mono ice. So I was trying just like different combinations of things of like Pulchra maybe to get stun and Burnice, and I even did a run later where I like relocated Vivian. But this was my best result. And it is definitely just inhibited by the support available for it. Like Lucy is great. I love Lucy. But she's not Astra, and so like I did a run of this exact same team with the exact same setup, and I did it with Astra, and I hit like 47,000. So it is definitely a limitation of support. Um, but still, 36,000 is not too bad. I can probably go back and fix some things and still get that even higher. But either way, this was a pretty fun Deadly Assault. I think this is my highest overall score that I've done personally. And I haven't like min maxed my agents or anything, and I don't have like crazy mindscapes, but it seems pretty doable, pretty fair, and the buffs are pretty good for just like general composition. So like even if there's HP inflation and um, it's promoting you to pull for like Alice Yuzuha, especially on that like first run, it's more than doable with just like standard comps. So yeah, but that's it, guys. This was fun. Take care. Good luck on your deadly assaults. Leave comments below if you guys want to see more ZZZ content or other gotchas. But yeah, peace out. Have a good one.